everyone, and welcome back to Jesse Hecht Creative. Today we're going over some Avengers Infinity War and Endgame action figures. Bucky, Captain America, Falcon, Hawkeye, and Black Widow from Marvel Legends. Before we begin, make sure to hit that like button and smash that subscribe button. Now let's get to it. Here's Bucky from Civil War. I forgot if I reviewed him or not, but this is an okay head sculpt at least. It's a fine likeness, but not as good as it could be. The hair is the nicest part about this head sculpt. Go back, forward, swivel over here, a little bit of pivot, but very archaic in terms of sculpt. The body is kind of old school too. It's really weird and blocky. The arm looks pretty cool, though the other arm is fine. There's pins everywhere. This hand looks horrible. This looks bad too. Very plasticky and action figure-y. For shame, Hasbro. Back, forward, swivel over here, up, down, all the way around, swivel over here, all the way up over here is fine. Swivel and then up and down, kind of for that. Doesn't really want to work on mine. And the other arm is the same. Yeah, ugh. We've seen these legs before with the other Winter Soldier. Honestly, I think it's the same mold. Kind of boring though. Out this far and in, up this far and back, all the way back over here and down. Swivel over here and no swivel down here. It's a bummer down and up and pivot over here. Two peg holes, huge feet, blah, pass, ugh, skip. This gun he comes with is pretty neat. I think it's unique to him, and I think it's his gun at least. It's pretty cool and looks good in his hand. This head sculpt for Bucky is much better. I really love how it looks. The hair is super nice too and great, but that face is pure Sebastian Stan. It almost makes me want to be a Sebastian Stan. It's great. Gonna swivel over here, up and down, not really too great, down, up, fine at least. Pivot over here, really nice head sculpt, awesome. Body's really good too, very specific to Infinity War and really nicely done with the sculpt as well as the paint. Can't complain, it's great. Go up this far and down, all the way around. You get a swivel over here, double joint elbow over there, working out fine. And a swivel over here, and then an up and down trigger finger hand, and then a swivel over here with a, I can't tell, in and out. Yeah, that's fine. Back, forth, and swivel over here. Very nice. Legs are much better than the previous, looking really great. I do love the coloration on this. We rarely see this kind of color. Like a darkish, grayish, brownish color. And this is neat over here too. Get out this far very nicely and in, up this far and back, all the way back over here. Working out just okay on that. Get a swivel up here with a swivel down here, and a down and an up, and then a pivot with two peg holes upon the feet. Much better Bucky. One of my favorites. This arm is super cool too. I love how that looks. The gold and silver. Definitely great. This isn't even from the movie. It's from one of the first Captain America lines. It's kind of a harkening back to that at least. It looks cool, but I definitely won't be using it for him, even if it kind of reminds me of his arm a little bit. Weird. Falcon is up next. A nice Anthony Mackie head sculpt without the eyes. It's kind of weird. The hair looks interesting too. Like it's almost kind of glued to his head in a way. I don't get it. Yeah, I'm not used to this kind of hairstyle at least. The goggles look really good too, and the mustache beard combo looks wonderful as well. You can swivel over here as well as back, pretty good, not really. Forward, much better. It's a weird head sculpt, kind of an older figure, but still alright. The body's just okay for me. Way too much gray and not enough red and not enough silver. It's fine, I guess. You get a back this far, forward this far, barely anything. Swivel over here, up and down and all the way around. Swivel over here. It's kind of chunky and clunky. This is not that great as well, but these pins are horrible. Swivel over here, in and out, and then swivel over here, in and out. Really not great for a guy who's supposed to be holding a gun. The legs are at least pretty interesting. He has kind of like greaves going on, sort of like protectors over here, like a knight. Pretty nice over here. Otherwise, it's black and just as annoying over there. You go out this far and in, up this far and back, all the way back over here for this and down. You get a swivel over here on the top. No swivel down here, sadly, down, and then you go up and it's pretty okay. And you get a pivot with two peg holes on the feet. Not my favorite figure, especially considering what's happening right next. I don't know where his wings are. They're huge though, about like this long or so. Really clunky, very annoying to pose. They don't even pose at all. I'm waiting for a better Falcon, but I just don't see it. He comes with this gun that I don't even remember him having. Yeah, it isn't that great. It's very generic. We've seen it before. Let's just move on. I gave him these instead. I forget who they're from, but they're great. They remind me of the guns he uses in the films, and that's enough for me. Super cool. And for a height comparison, Civil War Bucky stands at about 6¼ inches tall, with Infinity War Bucky being at about the same, and Falcon being at about 6 inches taller or so. But seeing as how bad these were, the quality can only go up right after this. Hello everyone, and thank you so much for watching so far. Make sure to click like, subscribe, share, and leave a comment. You can also click the bell icon for more creativity. Now let's get back to it. It's hard to see Chris Evans's Captain America underneath this beard, but it looks nice. It's pretty interesting. The more I look at it, the more I can see the actor beneath. This is really weird though, this paint over here, and it's better over here. I think I got a dud or something. That's a shame. You just swivel over here and then up and down over here with a pivot. It's just fair. A very strange proportion for this. The arms are too chunky over here and the shoulders are kind of bulging out in a way. It's kind of weird to me. The star is blackened out. The straps look nice though. The back looks fine. The articulation is fair with the front and back and swivel over here and up and down and all the way around with the swivel over here. Double jointed elbow, pinless tech time. It looks pretty nice over here. Swivel and then up and down for this. Same for the other arm, but yeah, it's just kind of weird to me, this body structure. The legs look pretty good. I do like how these look. The red stripes are nice and the blue is pretty vibrant as well. The boots are fine. I think we've seen them before. They're okay. Out, in, up, back, not really that great. All the way back, fair. Swivel over here. That does break up the sculpt and paint, and also a swivel down here. Finally, down and then up. Pivot, 2 pegos upon the feet. An okay figure, but let's check the accessories out. He comes with a really angry head that really distorts the actor's likeness and doesn't look that great at all. It's very weird and just awful. Swivel over here, back and forth, just barely okay. Yeah, I'm just not feeling this one. He also comes with 2 holding hands for his shields. We'll see later on. They're nice. You get a swivel and then up and down. Range is okay, but really gummy and doesn't work that well. Sad. He also comes with 2 shields, one that is retracted and one that is displaying the blades, and honestly, I couldn't care about it either. I like his regular shield. His cap is just fair at least, and I wish he came with 2 of each shield. That would have been great, Hasbro, huh? Infinity War Black Widow's up next. This head sculpt is really nice. You could really see Scarlett Johansson through all sides of this, and you got a dye job at least. I don't know what this is all about though. Maybe some other figure, I guess, but it looks really nice. The blonde looks good on her, and the head sculpt is great. It's in back, it's in forward, it's in swivel, it's in pivot, it's all there. The body sadly isn't. It's very dated and not really that great. You get a swivel up here, back, forward, pivot, all the way around. It's fine. Nothing over here. Go up this far and down, all the way around with swivel over here and a single jointed elbow. Why, Hasbro? Why? Swivel and then up and down over there. And that's basically it for this. It's kind of boring and bland with some nice sculpt, I gotta say. Not too much paint though, sadly. The legs look fine. They're pretty good legs over here. The backs are okay as well. We get this dumb thing over there. Has a lot of interesting texturing from smoother to a little rougher over here. The belt's a pretty nice piece too. Holds these little tasers over there. Out this far and the belt rides up, in, up this far and back. Not really that far. Double joint knee is fine, I would guess. You can swivel over here. No swivel down here. You get a pivot and then a down. Not really that great. Up. Not really that great. It's a lot to work this thing, sadly. Peg holes. Yeah, I don't know. The other one was much better from Winter Soldier. She comes with 2 holding hands that don't seem to fit that well on this. It's poorly managed. Swivel and then back and forth. They're just okay. She can hold her little taser things and yeah, they're just okay. I never really took them out of these, which they fall out of very easily, but yeah, they're here if you need them. And can I just say I'm glad she has weapon storage finally in the MCU. And she also has these large baton looking things. I'm not sure what they are. They're kind of annoying, kind of big, and very ridiculous. They fit really well in her hands, don't fall off or anything. So yeah, they're here too, I guess. And here's the Black Widow head from Endgame. I'm not really going to go over this figure for that. Same body or whatever. I do not have the time suit she came with, but it's a nice head sculpt anyways. You get a swivel and then up and down pretty well and a nice little tiny pivot. It works well and looks really nice to the character, and probably one of the last couple of appearances we'll see of her head sculpt. For those of you who have the factory-produced figure of Hawkeye as Ronin, this is vastly different from that. A lot of things I had to do to make this figure different, so let's go over them. The head sculpt is nicely done. I do like how this looks over here, taking the hood off. This really cool kind of luchador-looking feel over here. You get an okay swivel. It's very hard to move, and you get back and forward. It's alright with a little bit of pivot. The hood goes on very easily. I cut that off, but it works better for the figure in the long run. The body I changed up too. This used to be on here, but I moved it because you can get way better articulation from this body over here. Some swivel as well. Works out really nice too. The arms are good as well, going up and down and then all the way around over here with a single joint elbow, a swivel over there, swivel over here, up and down on this end, and then you get a swivel over here and then up and down on that end. The palms are gold, which is pretty cool. I do like the black and gold motif. Looks nice over here. Right over there on the back we have some cool ornate design. Two swords in there. I fit them in there. Gold up top as well. I don't know what this is over there, communicator or something, but it's pretty neat and works out well, especially if you mod it a little bit. The legs required extensive modding. There are some parts inside of this that chew each other up and eventually will break going back. I made it much better and it works out really well. It's very nice. You go out this far and in and up this far and back just okay, and all the way back with this very nicely because of the mod. Swivel over here, no swivel down here. Sadly, you get a pivot and then down and then up, and two big O's upon the feet. I like the greaves too. They're very nice over there. A great figure if you mod it, but if not, yeah, you're out of luck. He comes with two swords, one bigger, one smaller. They're fine. They're kind of ornate. They're a little boring though. I don't know. They're just a little bland to me, I guess, but they fit one of his hands at least. And if all else fails, he comes with a trusty bow that kind of sucks. It's really stupid and not really that great, but at least the figure looks pretty cool. And like Black Widow, here is the endgame Hawkeye head. I really love this, except for that. What is with the paint on these? That's awful too. I got gypped again. Yeah, that's a bummer. Looks nice though in concept, and it's pretty cool. The face especially is great. Articulation's fine. Same thing as before, always. Much better though. And I like this better on here actually. It looks really good. The hood barely fits, looks big and chunky, but from the right angle, I think you can pull it off and make it work. And for height comparison, Cap stands at about 6¼ inches tall, Black Widow at about, I would say, 5¾ inches tall, and Ronin at about 6¼ inches tall or so. Overall, an infinite amount of flaws. Civil War Bucky is a relic of a previous review that I forgot to put in, so I'll give him a pass for this, but pass on him. Aside from the recently released Winter Soldier Bucky, this Bucky is amazing. I love how he looks. The arm is great. The head sculpt is great. Everything about him is awesome. The gun's weird though. Falcon probably would have been better without the wings, but honestly, I'm waiting for a better version of this figure. This one is just okay for now, even if I did give it a couple kit patching things. There are a lot of flaws to this Captain America figure, but I at least like the shields and the first head sculpt, but the body is weirdly proportioned. He should have come with more shields, and the other head's a mess. Having been spoiled by the Winter Soldier Black Widow, this Infinity War Black Widow doesn't do it for me. The head sculpt is great, and the accessories are pretty good, but other than that, it's just okay. Hawkeye Ronin is a nice figure, though you have to really mod it to make it great. It's a shame they couldn't do it themselves, Hasbro, and the bow is just okay. If you're a fan of Marvel Legends, Civil War, or Infinity War, I would highly recommend these figures, but if not, just get Infinity War Bucky and Ronin. They're both great. But make no mistake, I love you in Infinity. So which figure here is your favorite? Either Bucky, Black Widow, Falcon, Cap, or Hawkeye? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching Jesse Hecht Creative. Make sure to click like, subscribe, share, and leave a comment. You can also visit us at jessehechtcreative.com for more reviews like this one. Thank you so much for watching, and keep being creative. Stay tuned.